here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. 59 yards.
Well, that didn't take long. The second play from scrimmage, this one nearly goes the distance, and now, what a start. You're barely on the field, and you're already set up first and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early on.
This call down near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Charles. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Given 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you establish really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really rough.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Got man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. touchdown number 75. And the Chargers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2. So I would agree with you totally on that.
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. The tight end David Njoku, the intended receiver. Third down here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They run again on first down. Chubb. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
A very solid gain of 27.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point try now for Patterson. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On the move to his left. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk make big-time plays and big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Faking the give. Now Watson. A as he throws there incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Watson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Watson. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one. Some confidence just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Oh, wide open, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, LA. Davis, 70 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Let's go, let's go.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got it. It's full. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run it. It's Charles. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. More from L.A. in a moment. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Throw left side complete. That's Patterson. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn up.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there. Try to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Go. Hey, Kappa. 12. What are they?
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. He's got it at the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might. To the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. Home troops right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Baylor tight.
Herbert now. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. This is intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They'll run with Chubb. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ray.
Now Herbert following the turnover. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Opie. Hey, Ram. Go.
Now it's Herbert. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that discipline.
Touchdown! David Njoku. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer.
Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Charger drive about to get going.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Hey, go Lion.
Again, it's Charles. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Hey, Ray. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the end zone, Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. It got his man, complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, 34 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Go, let's go. Go.
Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Out to his left.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Inside the 20.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that part. They're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately,
and oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal.
Baylor Tiger, 21. 5-9, 5-9. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. He's got a first and maybe more. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it,